Sunday, November 2nd, 2025. The threat of seafloor methane eruptions. Arctic sea ice volume. Arctic sea ice volume remains at a record daily low, as it has been for more than a year. The image below shows Arctic sea ice volume through November 2nd, 2025. The image below shows monthly Arctic sea ice volume in the past 25 years. Markers show April blue and September red volume, corresponding with the year's maximum and minimum. In 2025, Arctic sea ice reached a record low maximum volume as well as a record low minimum volume. From earlier post, warmer water flowing into the Arctic Ocean causes Arctic sea ice to lose thickness and thus volume, diminishing its capacity to act as a buffer that consumes ocean heat entering the Arctic Ocean from the North Atlantic. This means that as sea ice thickness decreases, a lot of incoming ocean heat can no longer be consumed by melting the sea ice from below, and the heat will therefore contribute to higher temperatures of the water of the Arctic Ocean. The danger of this is described in the screenshot below. Screenshot from earlier post, global sea ice extent. The image below shows that the standard deviation from 1981 to 2010 of the global sea ice extent was minus 7.02s on November 1st, 2025, which is remarkable given the absence of El Niño conditions in 2025. Low sea ice extent means that less sunlight gets reflected back into space and instead gets absorbed by the sea surface, resulting in higher sea surface temperatures. Sea surface temperature. The image below shows the standard deviation from 1951 to 1980 of the monthly sea surface temperature through September 2025, when it was 8.045s. The image also shows that the deviation in August 2023 was 10.148s. In statistics, the empirical rule states that in a normal distribution, 68% of the observed data will occur within one standard deviation, NS sigma, 95% within two standard deviations, 2 sigma, and 99.7% within 3 standard deviations, 3 sigma of the mean. A 4 sigma event indicates that the observed result is 4 standard deviations, 4 sigma, away from the expected mean. In a normal distribution, 99.993666% of data points would fall within this range. Chance for data to fall outside of 4 sigma is thus infinitesimally small. The sea surface temperature anomaly versus 1951 to 1980 in the north mid-latitudes inset reached a record monthly high of 1.657 degrees Celsius in August 2025, as illustrated by the image below. From earlier post, currently sea ice is low at both poles. The low global sea ice extent at this time of year spells bad news for Antarctic sea ice, which typically reaches its minimum extent in February. An Antarctic blue ocean event, sea ice approaching a low of 1 million km2, threatens to occur in February 2026, triggering an Arctic blue ocean event later in 2026, while the upcoming El Niño is strengthening. All this increases the danger that massive amounts of methane will erupt from the seafloor in 2026, further accelerating the temperature rise. The methane danger is further illustrated by the images above hourly methane and below monthly methane, adapted from images issued by NOAA November 2nd, 2025, showing methane averages recorded at the Barrow Atmospheric Baseline Observatory BRW, a NOAA facility located near Utqiagvik, formerly Barrow, Alaska, at 71.32 degrees north latitude. Climate Emergency Declaration UN Secretary General Antonio Guterres recently spoke about the need for a credible global response plan to get us on track regarding the international goal of limiting the global temperature rise. The science demands action, the law commands it, Guterres said, in reference to a recent International Court of Justice ruling. The economics compel it, and people are calling for it. What could be added is that the situation is dire and unacceptably dangerous, and the precautionary principle necessitates rapid, comprehensive, and effective action to reduce the damage and to improve the outlook where needed, in combination with the Climate Emergency Declaration. As described in posts such as this 2022 post and this one, and as discussed in the Climate Plan Group,